What is up, Internet? We have another special book review for you today, but we don't have the physical book because I read it on an app. But before we get started, the Foleys are running a little special. You can get this album for absolutely free if you buy anything on their website. The website is called wreckedhooliganshop.com. You can look up anything under the Foleys collection. Anything you buy will get you a copy of this awesome album. I can't wait to skate to it this summer. It's great. It's great. So the book we are reviewing today is, I forgot what it was called already. The World of Retail by our very good friend Matt Bennett. Matt Bennett, everybody. We are going to be hanging out with Matt Bennett this Saturday. Oh shoot, my bad. That promo goes for the Foleys promo to get this album. It goes until May 31st, so you have like 10 days or something. You got 10 days to get that album. But we're gonna be hanging out with Matt Bennett this Saturday. We got a hotel. We're gonna go into Chicagoland. We're going to Elmhurst, I think. We're probably gonna be swimming. We're gonna be recording. We're going to record some episode of something, just another interview, I guess. He was our very first interview on Beagle Eye Visions, so shout out to Matt for that. He was our very first interview. I got booked for Bull Bash this summer, so Dead and Unsara will be playing Bull Bash. Do you know what are the dates, Jasmine? June
16th. 18th
or something like that. So I'm playing. I'm not sure. The website says I'm playing Friday. So we're gonna leave here. We're gonna leave South Bend on a Thursday and get to Richmond, Indiana. On Thursday we're gonna do an open mic night in Richmond, Indiana, like Blues and Corduroys used to do when we went on tour to Skatopia. We'd always stop and do all these open mic nights and then get to Skatopia. But we're going to be playing open mic night at the E Street Pub, and then from there we're going straight to Skatopia because I got to play Friday at 1 p.m. I'm playing. Come all weekend. It's going to be great. And then after that, I have no more shows booked, so we're going to try to squeeze in one more book review before July, because July is the beginning of the How to Become a True Media seminar class that I'm taking by Mark Passio. Thank you, Mark Passio, another legend. Another legend. We love you, Mark Passio. Thank you. How to Become a True Media seminar. I'll probably post a link in the description of this video. I'll post a link of the book. Probably the Bull Bash event. Tickets are $30 each. They're selling out quick. It's going to be a packed year. That's what they keep saying. On the email, they're like, we're selling a lot of tickets pretty fast.
Yeah, you wanna get your tickets online and they'll be cheaper too.
You're gonna want your tickets. I believe Punk Rock Tacos is gonna be there again this year. Noah Corona's bringing 10 Chicago bands. I'm opening up for this amazing band from Ohio called Daywalker, and another amazing band not from Ohio called Dead Living. They're from Chicago. Dead Living is amazing. They used to be called In Circles. Molly, shut it. What else? I think that clears everything up. How to Become a True Media seminar. That's coming up. Bull Bash. Get your tickets to Bull Bash. Get your Foleys merch. They have the Foleys actually have these really cool fanny packs for sale. We need to get one. We're gonna get one for Skatopia so we can rock it, carry it all around Bull Bash while we're skating to the Foleys. Because sometimes they'll let me control the music there because nobody ever has service. Because I always end up plugging my phone into the speaker. So I'm going to try to play some Foleys this year if I can, since they couldn't make it this year. But anyways, so this is, what did I say? Retail Stories by Matt Bennett. And just a real quick shout out to the Amazon Kindle app too. You can read a book on the Amazon Kindle app, and while you're reading it, it shows your percentage of how far you are. So you get to a certain page, it'll be like you're 55% through the book. It's really cool, super easy to use. The app is awesome. Anytime you close the app, you can bring it right back up and go straight back to your page. It's super easy. Highly recommend it. Get the Amazon Kindle app. We are not paid sponsorship, by the way. So this is, I mean, Matt Bennett's really good at telling stories. The first book is much more. It's in sequence. This book is just kind of like he worked at Kohl's and he just talks about various jobs he worked at. Party City, Kohl's, Target. He worked at Target. He worked at a local pottery barn. And then he tells a story about how he goes to California and works at this place and he works at that place. And, I mean, it's pretty good. It's pretty entertaining. I read it just like the other book. I read it in like a few hours, but it's really good. It's very entertaining. It made me think like retail. Jasmine and I have worked a lot of retail, and it's hell. It's hell. We have a friend that says he thinks everybody should have to do at least a year of military service. I absolutely disagree with that. I think everybody should have to do at least a year of retail or like working at a fast food restaurant. Can you close that door? Working at a fast food restaurant. Yeah, retail is nuts. It's crazy. Jasmine and I were working at a Domino's recently, and we were opening up the store 5 days a week, opening up the store, getting 40 hours. As soon as I worked my way up to get 40 hours, and then I asked for insurance because I'm an adult with a job. If I've worked somewhere, I need insurance. As soon as I asked for insurance, they cut my hours down from 40 hours to like 25 hours. And they said the excuse was that, everybody knows we go to shows, stuff like that. We do a lot of work for Team Unity, a lot of photography for a lot of local bands, and they just cut my hours and I couldn't get insurance anymore. So then I was like, well, if I can't get insurance that way, then I'm going to become a manager and get insurance that way, because that's, becoming a manager in most places is guaranteed 40 hours. But so I got 40 hours, and then I signed up for insurance, and then they cut my hours again. And then I got replaced with a manager who didn't put expiration dates on any of the food, and then he quit shortly after they cut my hours down. And then we also talked to the manager. We told her, we're like, our car's gonna break down. When our car breaks down, we have no way to go back and forth to work. And so we're going to get financed for a car, but you need to give me 40 hours. And so she said she agreed, and then so luckily we didn't get financed for a vehicle, and we got our hours cut again, and that's when the manager who replaced me, who didn't know how to use expiration dates, he stayed there for like a month or two, and then he quit. And we were doing our part, actively raising sales. Now all the sales that we raised, they don't have hardly any business anymore, and the power keeps going out for some reason. So that was a fun experience. Gotta love fast food. Same with Wendy's too. We worked at Wendy's for
8 months.
No, I worked there for at least a year. Because I got you in there. Yeah, Wendy's was fun. And Taco Bell too. Can you think of any Taco Bell stories or any?
Oh, there was a guy trying to crawl through the window.
Oh yeah, when we worked at the South Bend Taco Bell, the guy tried to.
I don't know. He got really angry with his food with me, like handing out like something.
I remember that.
Yeah, I apologized to him, and he still got angry at me, and then he called me a white bit.
Oh yeah, and that gay dude like.
Oh yeah, and then he
took the window over after that.
Yeah, after that he called him some really crazy
he kind of went all. That gay dude was awesome. I like that gay dude. I miss him.
But he tried crawling through the window. He got out of his car and started getting in the window, and I shut the door on him and locked it. But after that, of course, the manager took over and get out of my place, get out of my place.
The location that we worked at for Taco Bell, it wasn't too far away from Notre Dame. So we get a lot of like drunk people.
Oh, remember that one
Oh
time
my God.
we got followed to the gas station because he jeeped at us to drive
Oh
in front of
yeah,
the semi?
yeah. This guy tried to get me. That's a whole. That's not retail.
Oh, yeah,
We were
yeah.
just, I was picking you up from Martin's, I think that.
Yeah, from her.
And then there was another time at the same Taco Bell where you got to pet a monkey.
Oh yeah.
You took a selfie with a monkey one time.
Oh yeah.
That's pretty
He
cool.
liked his soda.
Oh yeah, he like was it? Did he like Baja Blast?
Uh-huh.
Oh my
I have a
God,
picture
there was
of
a
him
monkey
drinking
that like.
soda.
I wish I had the editing software I could put the picture.
I actually have it on Instagram.
Oh really?
Yeah, him drinking soda.
Dang. I don't have time to edit it, but yeah, that would have been a cool picture to put. Yeah, she had a picture of a monkey drinking soda. And then our other manager was a tune head, like she smoked Tunchi all the time. The K2.
Oh God.
That was funny.
She'd
smoke in the bathroom.
Yeah,
Oh
I
my
would have
God.
to go in there and clean, in the women's bathroom. And then there would be dirty little spots from her butt.
Yeah, that
I know,
oh
like,
my God.
I tell her this, I'm like, everybody should be cleaning, woman or man, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But be mindful and clean up after your mess.
Well, she's a big woman. She had like some of that under cheese she'd leave on the toilet.
Ugh.
On the toilet seat.
I don't even think about it.
What else happened? At Wendy's, I almost got stitches at Wendy's.
Oh yeah.
Because me and you were flirting and I chased you into the bathroom.
Oh yeah, you chased me in the bathroom.
I just got done. So I usually took care of the lobby and helped the customers because I always smile a lot. All my managers, they always put me up front. But we closed the lobby, just got done mopping the lobby, and me and Jasmine were like flirting in between customers and messing around. And I chased her into the bathroom and I slipped and I bashed my. I still have the scar. I bashed my like pinky on the side corner of a wall and I was bleeding all over the floor. That was fun. Let Molly out. Yeah, retail is crazy.
Yeah. Crap.
I really enjoyed this book because it made me think of all these retail stories back in the day. Squirt! Shut up! I was trying to think of some more.
He's a ruler.
There was another time I worked for Domino's when I worked with all these Russians, and my friend Batman, we're gonna call him, my friend Batman wanted me to go down to Indy to help him redo a floor. So we go to a Domino's to redo the entire floor, redo all the tile, scrape up all the old tile, replace it with new tile. But the cool thing was about these Russians, they love drinking Two Hearted. Two Hearted is the best beer ever. It is so good. IPA beer. It's so awesome. So they got a case of Two Hearted, and we went and did this floor while we were drinking and stuff with these Russians. It was awesome. That was fun. Too many jobs. I've worked a lot of fast food. I haven't done much retail, but I thought this Red Bull would give me a lot more energy, but
Red Bull might give you some wings.
I don't have any wings. I'm pretty excited. I get energy when I think about hanging out with Matt Bennett this weekend.
Yeah.
That'll be fun. And another thing, we're also on. So Matt Bennett, I don't know if you guys know, but he's got his own podcast on Spotify called Crazy Life Stories, and Jasmine was the very first female ever to be on this man's podcast. So give a shout out to Jasmine there. You can find that episode. It's on, like I said, it's Crazy Life Stories on Spotify. You can find that episode. I also did an episode. Did I do the episode after yours? I think my episode was after yours because we got back from Chicago. My episode's before yours?
Yeah.
I don't think that's accurate. I don't know. But anyways, we're both on there. We're on another episode where he goes to Skatopia. We're on that episode too. And then you could also check out the interview that we have on our YouTube channel. That was fun. That interview was fun. I love going back and watching that interview. It was great. Good times. The metalheads came in. Metalheads came in at the right time.
I hope, but I wonder if he's going to Skatopia again this year.
Yeah, we're gonna ask him.
Yeah.
And we'll post it on the internet if he's going. I'm kind of out of stuff.
I mean, Dollar General, work for Dollar General is pretty nuts.
Oh yeah, that's retail. Because I worked a lot of food.
Yeah.
So the Dollar General you worked at, the cops had to sit outside.
Oh yeah. And there was this lady, and it was like my second day working there, literally.
Oh yeah.
And they would always, like, before I came in, you gotta watch people, man. They're gonna, around here they steal stuff. And I didn't think it was real. I was like, oh no, we're good. I'm too trusting. So this lady keeps, like, she's on drugs, obviously. She keeps pacing back and forth everywhere.
Oh god.
And her eyes are rolling in the back of her head and shit while she's doing
Oh,
stuff. Yeah, it was
oh my god.
So I knew that she was on something, but, I was like, whatever. But she got up to register and she's like, oh, I forgot my wallet. She goes back out and everyone's just standing behind her like, oh my god, like this lady.
Oh yeah.
One of those customers.
What a
I was
mess.
like, oh, so I have to sit there and wait for her to go outside and get her wallet. She gets her wallet and I'm starting to ring out, oh, can you take this off? I don't need that. And she puts it back. She runs all the way back to where it's supposed to be, which is cool, put it where it needs to be.
Right.
She runs back, puts it back, and then she comes back. She's like, okay, now I can take this. She pays for it. And she gets her bag. She's going out the door, and the ringer thing starts going off to, like, when people steal.
Well, yeah.
And
Alarm.
so we stop her. We're like, hey, maybe we forgot to bring something up. She turns around. And she's got, like, makeup all on her boobs and stuff just hanging out. And she's like, and we're like, I think that's all, I think you didn't pay for that. And we know you're stealing it. And she's like, no, I'm not stealing it. This is mine. She starts going crazy on us. She's like, this is my stuff. And I was like, okay. And the cop comes in and he's like, all right, no trespassing. She had to sign a bunch of stuff and they let her go. That was the end of it.
Let her go?
Yeah. They just signed a trespassing piece of paper and they let her go.
Wow.
Yeah.
For stealing?
Yeah.
Damn, I want to go try to steal some shit.
No. It's immoral.
Right.
Yeah, it's a big consequence.
Dang.
So, I mean, it's crazy. And then that was like my second day. And then a week later, there was this guy that came in and, I'm a white Latina woman, and I'm not racist at all. But I was just doing my job and he walks in and he goes, he's a black person. So, I mean, he's like, what is it? Because I asked him, I was like, do you need help finding anything today or anything? He's like, why? Because I'm black? And I'm like, no, that's not it at all. I didn't laugh her. I was like, no, that's not it. I have nothing else, I'm just asking if you need help.
Right.
And then he starts going off on me. Because I'm black! And I'm just like, no, it's not it. But I mean, I don't know, I understand, like, people are just not having a good day sometimes. But you shouldn't go out in public, I guess, if you're feeling down in your feelings.
Yeah, I guess so.
So, I mean, and same with that lady, like, she shouldn't be doing shit like that.
She needed
going
some
out in public if she can't control herself.
That reminds me of when Matt Bennett was on Jerry Springer. Find that video on YouTube, Matt Bennett, Jerry Springer. You can look it up, Matt Bennett, Jerry Springer. And he put some knowledge on a Jerry Springer chick. You're just out there going nuts! You're out there going nuts!
I mean, I had some crazy... I had one of my managers, I worked at this movie theater for like 9 months when I was with you, when I first started dating you. And you were at your cousin's house. But anyways, I was going to collect my last check, and like he wouldn't give me my check like the previous week did for some reason.
Oh yeah.
And I kept bugging him about it. I was like, hey, I need my check to pay bills, you know. And finally, I was like, you know what? Screw this. I'm quitting. I just need my check. And I went in there, and he told me to come into the theater room to receive my check. I was like, this is weird. So I went in the theater room, and he throws my check at me and spits on it.
Yeah.
Like, I was just like, wow. God,
and that's Cinemark, everybody. By the way, just that's why we.
My check and spits on my check.
Everybody kind of craps on AMC, but I worked for AMC. It was awesome until the scamdemic COVID took my job away. But AMC is awesome. I don't like Cinemark.
No, I mean,
I never liked cinema. I don't know why.
And then I had this creep when I worked there too. This creepy other manager. He would like try to like text me on Messenger, and then
that guy was.
He kept like saying, hey, and then he'd like, you want to come up where all the movies are done, and like. I'm like, oh.
They all wanted you in the projector room.
Yeah, it's like, no, I'm good. He's like, well, I got these posters for you up there.
Got these posters? Y'all want some posters?
Y'all
want to come up here and get some popsicles?
So, I mean, it was horrible.
I forgot about that guy.
Yeah, that guy was, and he kept sending me friend requests. After I would delete the friend request, and he'd send me another one.
That's Cinemark, everybody. Every time you go to Cinemark, because these are the types of creeps you're promoting when you go to Cinemark, just because they have comfier seats and more expensive tickets.
McDonald's was my first job.
Oh my god, that McDonald's sucks. Remember when we first got together and... No,
not that McDonald's. I worked for McDonald's like twice.
Oh, I know. Yeah, well, when we first got together... I was working at McDonald's and I skated to work every day, and I had this manager. She was younger than I am. She was like,
oh, I remember this one.
She was like 18 or 19, and I was like 21 or something like that. And
you were 24.
Yeah, I was 24.
Yeah, I remember.
And I just forgot. She was just like one of those. Just controlling psychopaths. She just loves to control.
Oh, and there was one time I was dropping off and I was getting
and I didn't want to go. Every day I was like, "Can I just quit, Jasmine? Can I just quit?" She's like, "No, we need the money. We need the money."
Well, I was just like, I don't know. I wasn't saying go quit. Eventually, I went in one day and I was drinking my soda, and saying bye to you. She's like, Henry, you need to be on the clock. I was like, fuck this place.
I had like 5 minutes to be on the clock too.
Yeah.
I wasn't clocked in anything. We were just eating our food.
Yeah, Henry quit right then and there. I was like, fuck this place, and we walked out.
Yeah. I was like, can I quit now? And she's like, yeah, you can come home with me. And then we went home.
Oh yeah, my first McDonald's I worked for. I got hurt on the job. I remember I pulled something in my arm throwing trash.
Oh.
It's like pulled it out of place. And I had to go to the doctor. Well, they wouldn't let me go to the doctor till the end of my shift. Eventually I was like, no, F this, I'm going to the doctor. So I walked out and I went to the doctor. And then came back and they're like, we're not paying for that. We're not paying for the doctors. And so I said, yeah, you are. It's compensate, for, whatever they do for work when you get hurt.
Yeah, it should be work.
Yeah, and I was like, they're like, well, we're still not paying for it. And they ended up paying for it, but they gave me a hassle over something.
That's awesome.
That I couldn't.
Dang.
It is what it is.
Yeah, jobs suck. There's controlling psychopaths that, I always say they don't get enough control at their house, so they gotta go to their job, and they're like, like that chick, she was jealous that we were happy and spending time with each other. Like, you gotta clock in right now. Clock in right now.
Much stuff.
Jobs suck. God, jobs suck.
I'm trying to think of any crazy stories. I mean, I almost worked for Long John Silver's. And like, she did an interview, she's like, hey, you're hired and everything, I remember this. And later I found out that she didn't like women. And I kept calling, like, when do I start, when do I start?
I forgot about that.
And I don't know how I found out that. I think one of her coworkers went up to, one of her coworkers like went up to me and was like, yeah, she don't really like women.
And when she interviewed you, she kept running outside, didn't she?
Yeah.
She kept going outside to, like, her boyfriend was out there.
She had me come and do the interview in her boyfriend's car even.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I remember that. Yeah, she had me come out there and do an interview, and she smoked cigarettes and did the interview outside of it with her boyfriend. And now that Long John Silver's is closed down.
Wow. That reminds me of when I worked at Taco Bell, and I worked at the Taco Bell in Pomeroy at Skatopia, and they had me doing dishes for like 4 hours, and I'm like, my hands are like about to fall off, and she's like, you have to do it. And it was my first day. The first day I was doing like 4 hours of dishes. And now that when we came back to town, I worked at that Taco Bell we were talking about earlier, and my manager told me like they weren't supposed to make you do dishes on your first day or something like that. I did daytimes dishes and nighttimes dishes. And and then that was another, just like your movie theater, they wouldn't give me the check, remember? At Pomeroy. It was like 97 degrees out in Pomeroy, Ohio. It was so freaking hot.
They made us drive all the way back.
We had to drive like 30, 40 minutes, because Skatopia is not around. It's in the middle of nowhere. The closest town's like 30 minutes.
They said that you had to bring your uniform back.
I had my uniform, my hat, and my shirt. I was missing one shirt. And they wouldn't give me my check until they gave me one shirt. Wow. Nuts.
Yeah.
Probably because they all knew that about Skatopia. They probably didn't, like, I don't know. People look down on the anarchists that want freedom for some reason.
Maybe.
Yeah. You want to wrap it up?
Yeah.
Wrap it up. Alright, so look out for Bull Bash. How to become the True Media Seminar. I gotta put these links down below. Get your free Foleys album. Buy a Foleys candy pack. Look at this. Look at this thing. It's awesome. It's awesome. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 songs on there, including a Ramones song. Check it out. Is that it?
Yeah, I think so.
You stopped it?
No, I didn't stop it. I'm just waiting for Squirt to have his wooing. You done? Nope.
Thanks for watching, Internet.